Eric Muathe with Muathe.com. Let's take a look at the chart for TBT. And here we've seen this instrument refuse to go down, pretty much holding this level here over the last couple of weeks. And I've had a series of videos on this topic here, especially using this chart. And the idea was that as long as the stock was trading above 69.1, it was always going to be a stubborn short. So there was no point of trying to be aggressive short here as long as the RSI was above 69.1 on the weekly. You take a look at the daily. In fact, that's the hour, that's the month. You got to take a look at the daily. And again, the stock's been refusing to go down here ever since it moved above 69.1. So we're talking about this period here. Stock's been trading well. In fact, you can even see that every time it pulls back, it comes back to support on the daily. So lots of strength. Yesterday, you can also see that it has been closing at new highs, but there seems to be an emerging pattern here. RSI continues to make lower highs. So we seem to be in a wedge. Now, the best time to even consider going short is when it breaks below this wedge. In fact, you can see evidence of this if you take a look at the 30-minute or the hourly, excuse me. Take a look at the hourly and you can see the hourly here. We've been seeing an improvement in hourly closing highs, but take a look at what the RSI has been doing, and more so, take a look at the recent high. It's from yesterday here. We hit that level on a new hourly closing high, but the RSI here has failed to move above 69.1. So when you start seeing those types of things, you start realizing that the stock is running out of technical strength, which basically is just another way of saying eventually it should run out of momentum. And so one can expect a pullback just based on the fact that the RSI here did not move above 61.8, excuse me. And there you see the market open today. So this high comes with the market not moving the RSI above 61.8. What I can do here now that the market is open is go ahead and update that. And as we start the new trading day here, we can see that it is down slightly at the open here, which might be a level one can consider taking some position on the short side just to see whether eventually this is where it rolls over. This was also an area of resistance on the hourly RSI. It's been rejected around this line here while it was making improvement in prices here. The RSI has been stalling on this red line. So as we open the trading session here, this closing high as of late yesterday with the RSI failing to move above 61.8 presents a situation here where a pullback would make sense. Keep in mind, if you go back to the daily now, we can see that with the early morning pullback that this here was showing improvement in price highs on a daily closing basis, but now we are stuck still within this wedge. Clearly at some point, should we break below the wedge, then that would be when we could see some froth coming off this instrument and maybe a potential for some type of a swing trade to the downside. We shall see. Eric Muathe with Muathe.com. As always, good luck, peace and blessings. E-A-C-S.